We all witnessed the breathtaking scenes of Hajj. Millions of souls dressed in white, moving as one. It is a sight that stirs something deep inside you, a reminder of the day of judgment, when all of humanity will stand before their Lord. Words simply cannot capture it. But now, as the Hajjis return to their nations and prepare to rest, many find that their work has taken an even more tiresome turn. A clip from Muzdalifah has now gone viral, which answers the question, what happens after the Hajjis retreat? What happens when the talbiyah grows quiet, when the crowds begin their journey home, and when the holy sites are left behind? The clip shows a massive transformation of the Muzdalifah region, from being completely messy to being spotlessly clean, and that too within a few hours. According to official figures released by the Holy Makkah municipality and the Ministry of Municipalities and Housing, in Mina and Muzdalifah alone, between just the 10th and 14th of Dhul Hijjah, more than 472.3 tons of waste were collected and removed. Some reports confirm that Muzdalifah alone was cleared within just a few hours of the pilgrims' departure. Now let that number sink in. 472 tons. That is the equivalent of hundreds of cars worth of weight. Discarded ihram garments, umbrellas, water bottles and food packaging, scattered across open fields, roads, bridges and mountain slopes. And it was all collected, sorted and transported within 96 hours. 4 days. That's it. But this was no ordinary cleanup. This was a military-level operation. The municipality deployed heavy and light machinery, advanced street sweepers, loaders, and waste compacting trucks running continuously, day and night. Highly trained field teams worked in rotating shifts under the blazing summer sun, temperatures soaring and bodies exhausted, yet not a single worker stopped. GPS technology was used to map vehicle routes and ensure not one corner of the holy sites was missed. Waste containers had been strategically positioned even before the pilgrims arrived. The result? If you place a photo of Muzdalifah during Hajj next to a photo taken just days later, you would genuinely struggle to believe they are the same place. Washed, sanitized and restored. It's as if millions of people had never been there at all. And here is where some people ask, where does the Hajj money actually go? The truth is, most pilgrims pay their fees to travel agencies and companies in their own countries. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia spends billions of riyals preparing the holy sites, upgrading infrastructure and providing health and security services, and then spends billions more on the cleanup, operations and rehabilitation of these sites once the season ends. Numbers like 472 tons don't just represent waste. They represent the magnitude of sacrifice behind the scenes, the scale of an operation most of the world never sees, and the extraordinary devotion of a nation to serve the guests of Allah. But this also says that it goes beyond logistics and statistics. This story is not just about government efficiency. It is not just about Saudi Arabia's operational brilliance, though that deserves every recognition. This story is deeply, profoundly connected to the hereafter. Think about it this way. If one pilgrim performs a Hajj that is mabrur, accepted and complete, that single Hajj carries a reward so immense, the Prophet ﷺ told us its prize is nothing less than Jannah itself. Now ask yourself, behind that one accepted Hajj, how many hands made it possible? The road that was swept so he could walk safely. The tent that was cleaned so she could rest. The path that was cleared so they could move without hardship. Every single person who contributed to making that Hajj smooth, dignified and possible, they carry a share of that reward. Now multiply that by 1.9 million pilgrims. Imagine facilitating the Hajj of 1.9 million of the guests of Allah. Imagine the ocean of reward waiting for those whose hard work and sacrifice made those Hajjs possible. This is not speculation. This is the mercy and the mathematics of Allah's generosity. Today, when we see the massive transformation of the Muzdalifah region, we shouldn't only give credit to the government of Saudi Arabia, but also to every single worker who put in immense hard work to ensure the smooth Hajj of every single pilgrim. It's a message to every single cleaning staff member. The one cleaning the toilets of Hajis, the one picking up medicine wrappers, the one cleaning the dust, the one picking up garbage bins, or the one cleaning a forgotten corner of Muzdalifah at 3 in the morning. The one whose back ached and whose name no one knew. The one who was too exhausted to lift their head but kept working anyway. The one who felt invisible. You are not invisible. Allah saw every single step you took, every bag you lifted, every road you swept, every moment you pushed through exhaustion for the sake of His guests. Every drop of sweat from your head is not without a reward. Every tear you shed because of the weight of your tasks is not less worthy than a pearl. The world may overlook you, but your Lord will not. The reward waiting for you is so vast, so beyond what you can currently imagine, that on the day you receive it, you will be pleased, completely, utterly, overwhelmingly pleased. Allah Himself promised in the Holy Quran that He will not let the reward of those who do good be lost. As for those who believe and do good, we certainly never deny the reward of those who are best in deeds. Behind every Hajj season are millions of pilgrims seeking Allah. And behind every one of those pilgrims are the unsung heroes who made their journey to Allah a little easier. May Allah reward them all, beyond their imagination.